Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. The apocalypse. The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
Just like a phoenix, born from the ashes. I take care of my own. Torn down where I stand. You can't suffocate my spirit, 'cause I'm the king of my own throne, my own throne. King of my own throne, my own throne. You'll never see me fall, fall. You'll never see me fall. ashes. Born from the ashes. Born from the ashes.
Good morning. What's up, guys? My music's a little loud this morning. It's very loud. All right. Which, by the way, so you guys can see that. You see the steam coming off of that? That's a good cup of coffee. Nice and warm. Welcome, guys. Hopefully we are well. Oh, man. I'm fantastic. I'm well rested this morning. I'm not like those other people who stay out and party all night. Instead, I get my rest. Very important to get your rest, guys. Make sure you get your rest. All right, let's check out some skills stuff real fast before we get into it. We're gonna go have some fun, I think, this morning. We're gonna probably farm a little bit. I'm trying to work up some jewel crafting stuff, and had an opportunity to dive in that a little bit yesterday. It was pretty fun. So hopefully we can show some of that on stream today. Man, I'm so close to finishing out this tree. I'll be so happy when I do. So close. So close yet so far away. Alright. What else do I want? How much is that strength node? 20? Dang, it's expensive. Tell you what. Let's fall back and get some of this dex. That's pretty good to have. Guys, how are we this morning? Hopefully you guys are doing well. Thanks for being here as we get started. We are going to probably be messing around, farming some stuff, waiting for some people to wake up, having a good time. I don't really know what I want with this. Let's do this because I like to run. Some movement control stuff. How much are these? 15? So it's really all 15 right now. It's all relative. So what's important? What's the most important? Kind of like crit hit chance. It's probably solid. Crit hit damage is also good. So I'm going to go crit hit damage. I think that makes the most sense right now. And then... I don't need that yet. We'll go here with the rest of it. And then lastly, let's do the mercenary stuff. Just for funsies, because we don't really even play a mercenary class yet. We are pretty much all in on champion, if you guys didn't already know. How much are these? 15. 15. Okay. Again, doesn't really matter. So, yo, what's up, Slash? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, man. Good morning to you and yours. Alright, I need to do something real quick. Hey, Misty, good morning. Good morning to you. Misty's always there. Always there on these weekend streams. I'm early today, by the way, guys. 6:50 is when I fired up the stream. 6:50. 6:50 in the morning. That's alright, though. Well worth it. You know, Misty, you always call me a kiddo. I don't know if I like it, but I do. I'll roll with kiddo for a few more years anyways, right? I was actually giving my wife a hard time last night. We were sitting around, just talking and hanging out, waiting for, I think we were waiting to go to dinner or something, I forget. And she was like, we started talking about her birthday. Her birthday's coming up. She's going to be 29 this year. I was like, you're going to be 30 next year. Like, do you realize that? You're going to be 30 next year. And she's like, yeah, and you better plan a nice trip. I've got a kid almost your age. I was on at 6:15 your time. Yeah, I was up at about 6:20. My son came downstairs about 6:30. So, alright, one second, guys. Give me one second, I gotta make a new character. I've got a kid older than you. Alright now. let's settle down and chat. You guys are getting a little out of control. You guys are getting a wee bit out of control. Why do I have a human here? I gotta run to the crypt. My oldest is 34. My oldest brother is, let's see, I'm 28, that means he's 34, yeah. He turned 34 in February. My middle brother will be 33 this year. And then there's me, the baby, at 28. Nice and young, right? Seems like there's a lot of people on right now. Gotta get my go-to. Get my sweet spot. Alright. We're gonna do a little bit of farming this morning. We need to do it. We need to get some gems. We need to get some a bunch of other stuff too. So that's what we're gonna do. I only have one hammer, by the way, Griven. So yeah. Trying to get some things organized real quick, guys. I'm sure he's got some hammers for me. Alright, let's go farm some stuff real quick. So, oldest is 34. How old is your oldest grandchild then? I gotta run. I've never ran a leadership buff. What the heck? It's the foreman buff. Oh well, whatever. We're gonna take down some mother loads this morning, guys. Do some, what else we're gonna do? We're gonna wait till the crew gets on a little bit, figure out what we need to get into. I do have plenty of ethereal dust in the bank, but I need some slag for sure. Let's see what I get here. Let's see. Got a little bit of ethereal dust. We'll just use it while we've got it. Man, my bank is empty. I gave everything to my guys yesterday who needed it more than I did. Let's see. I'm not running anything. I guess we'll just leave Whirlwind up there. It's fine. Alright, let's craft these real quick. So, foreman. Apparently that's my responsibility. Your oldest grandchild's 13. Wow. I'm assuming that's from your oldest child, correct? I think the oldest grandchild for my parents is 4. Should be 5 in December. All this talk, grandchildren's, what's up? Alright, I've never ran foreman before, so you're gonna have to talk me through that. It's always nice to have this too, by the way. Oh, I can make my other 2 while we're here. Other 2 miners. What's up, Dekaroo? I'm not gonna say it the other way. So, what's up, buddy? Oh, are you? Yeah, that's right. You told me that. Yeah, 'cause you're up early. Yeah, for sure. Heck yeah, man. Gotta get out there while they're still awake. Hello, I saw your videos on YouTube. Is that holes? Every hole is a goal. What's up, man? Yeah, I saw you followed the stream yesterday, buddy. Appreciate the support. Thanks for dropping by this morning. It's early. I don't know what time it is for you, but yeah, it's early here. So welcome in. We typically get started about 7:30, but I was up. I had my coffee made, and so we hopped on about 10 till 7. Just getting some stuff going real quick. We're gonna have some fun here and kill some dang mother loads, because that's what it's about, right? All right, so okay. I think that's what we needed. Restore 2 harvest pips and 8 stamina instantly. All your crew members not affect the caster. So I'm just running Foreman, right, Griffin? I don't really care about that. Really? Hey. Yeah, that's actually not a bad point. I don't really care about the tools. We can make more. I mean, that's not... I've got plenty of axe or picks too. So I just want to get the most drops. Caden, no, not that, please. So what would you say then? Stay with villain or connoisseur or what? Yeah, let me try connoisseur for a bit. I haven't tried that one yet, actually. I just want to test it and see. Alright, so let's get rid of Miner. Miner's good with villain. Do I have what? Yeah, I do. Back to work. Yeah, I've got the other clips. Increase your gym harvest chance, no chance, hardwood. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Take care. Have a fun and safe fishing trip, my dude. What's up, Akita? Welcome in. My oldest doesn't have any kids. Youngest doesn't. Middle one has 4. Then my husband's son has 2. Ah, okay. All right, I'm ready. Let's do it. I gotta get some pips farmed up. What are we hitting first? Just whatever. Okay. Okay. Ready? That was the wrong one. I don't think it is either. Yes, I do. Actually, you know what? Do I have the passive? Hang on. Let me get my passives. Let me look and see. I didn't equip my passives. I'm a noob. If you didn't know that already. I'm just going to get all this stuff up real quick. Yeah, it's definitely didn't have equipped. Alright, let me make sure. Get this up. I'm gonna use this. Does that work there? No, it doesn't. I didn't think it did. Alright. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? It's still not going down. Alright, hang on just a second. Make sure I've got this equipped. It's still not moving. It's called lead from the front, right? Should I have Way of the Leader equipped? Okay. So I've got lead from the front, spotting, and then way of the leader. The purple one. Oh, okay, thank you. What's up, Necro? Necro coming in here dropping some knowledge on me real quick. Thanks, buddy. I thought that was one of my combat passives. I thought all the other stuff was blue. Rip. What's up, Adam? What's up? What's up, Akito? Dicker is going fishing. Yeah, okay, sorry. Again, this is the first time I've done Foreman, so you put a noob onto it, so it's alright. So in this game, is there anything else to do than mining? It's all I see you doing. There's a lot of other stuff. It's just what you see me do on the weekends. Okay, let's hit a roll. There we go. Okay, let's hit it. Yeah, there's a lot more. That's all you see me doing? What? Man, we PvP, we do a lot of other stuff. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's a lot of stuff going on around here. Other than just mining. How did I miss that? I'm a noob. It's what you see us do a lot on the morning streams. Out of stamina. Just wait a second. But no, we do some PvP too in the mornings. We're gonna have a crew going later. Like, what time is it for you right now, Slash? It's later. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I have seen you mine a lot. Yeah, because you guys are mainly here on the morning streams. Like, there's no player count right now because it's so early in the U.S. So that's why we typically do this stuff in the mornings here. You're good. Keep it up. Just chilling while my wife watches TV. Nice. Do what? Just really kind of anything. Doesn't really matter. Okay. That's it. I got so many buttons to press, man. I keep missing my weak spots. What? Yeah. Gotcha. Did we get any minerals off the last one? No. There we go. So, guys, just so you're aware, you guys are saying like, oh, dude, all we see you do is that, mining and whatnot. This is actually a very important part of the game. Is it all you do? No, there's a lot of PvP, but you have to remember, every time you die, just like most other games, you're going to take a durability hit on your armor. So, what you want to make sure of is that you have enough for armor and stuff, like enough resources. Just give me a second, Pip. And so, you know, you can get uncommon ore and all that stuff. And so the higher quality ore you make with, the better you're going to get, the better gear you're going to get. So that's why we do this a lot, is because as our skill progresses, as the time in the skill tree increases, we get more higher quality material. Okay? So again, okay. Again, we've reset, so literally everybody's starting fresh. So that's why we're trying to spend a lot of time getting, you know, uncommon ore or rare ore or better. And so again, it's not all you do, but it's a big part of what you do. Now, it may not be mining, it may be skinning, it may be chopping trees. My actual expertise on this account, though, is excavation. So, mining, getting minerals, and hey, go down there and talk to her. Don't yell. And then grave digging. So that's the sort of things that I'm in right now. Yeah, I get it. Just haven't seen a lot of other gameplay on this game. Slash, you need to check out some of the VODs, man. Ready? Check out some of the VODs on YouTube. That'll give you a better idea. I actually just put out a compilation video of PvP on Friday. So check that out, man. I think you would like it. It's pretty cool. It just kind of highlights PvP from like this one stream where we literally, that's all we did was just run into people and kill people. So, yeah, there's a lot more to it, I promise. And I hate that you've only seen Gathering, and unfortunately, like right now, there's no really good PvP at the moment just because nobody's on. So, I mean, yeah, we could find some people, but it would take and require like a couple hours of running around the map in order to do so. I know you're not. I know I'm just kind of giving you an update as to why you see this a lot. Got 2 out of that. Nice. Don't you guys worry though, we'll have some sick gear to show off eventually from all this mining. That's a good hit. Yeah, running Connoisseur and Foreman I think is solid. Man. What are you guys up to today? Let's do it. Come on, big pop. There we go. Got a couple minerals out of that one. It's pretty good. Yeah, for sure. But seriously, I would encourage you guys, if y'all want to see a bunch of PvP, check that compilation video out. It's actually pretty cool. There's a bunch of team fights. I think there's 3 team fights total. So yeah. And that all happened literally in one night. It was unreal. Like, it was like every time we turned around, we had good fighting. And that didn't even include all of them. There was one where we got trounced. And I didn't include that one because it was really just a dumb engagement by us, and we were just kind of running on the high of we're better than everybody. So that's why we did it. But I didn't put that one in there. Just wasn't a good engagement. That's gonna happen. You're gonna have those good times and bad times. Like the other night on stream, I think it was Tuesday night, we ran into a bunch of Tark's squad, and they roll like 20 deep, and that we had like 5 or 6. It was terrible, but it's gonna happen, man. And that's why I'm talking to people about starting a second group of people with us to run with us, so we can have some more coordination, and not get destroyed by those guys anytime we're out and about. Yep. Charge up. Oh man, he's taking it out of you with 2 people. We need a third that can hit this stuff too. We need Hunter to wake up and get out of bed. Was it? What's up? What race is who? Half elf, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. We are going to do some jewel crafting here in a bit, though. Once we kind of get to a situation here where we can... Griven's probably going to have to leave after a while because it's really late his time. And once he does, we'll hop over. I'll show you guys some jewel crafting. I know some of you may be interested in that stuff. So we're going to do that, show you some more crafting in this game. It's really cool, which, by the way, I missed some stuff about Camelot Unchained. I was contemplating Camelot Unchained yesterday, but didn't take the dive. I'm going to take the dive in July during the open beta, but I'm not going to pay like $150 to try to get into the playing now. I just think that's ridiculous and absurd. So that's just my thing. But Slash, going back to what you were talking about, just watching the weekend streams, that's why I put the VODs up too on YouTube, is so you guys can go back and enjoy that. So if you work maybe a desk job or something, then you can throw it on kind of like as a way to work and listen. A lot of people do that. A lot of people go back and watch the VODs. So if that interests you, that's why it's there on YouTube. I export all my VODs to there just for that reason. Because surprisingly enough, people want that. Like, I'm like, man, that seems really, really dull to watch a VOD, but I guess people like it. So I'm different in that I like to watch a live stream. So. Bakito, what are you up to this morning? Getting the kiddos up soon. I love when I randomly roll like that. I say random, but it's actually caused by me. There's nothing random about it. I'm just a noob that hits my right click button. Kill it. No. Alright, let me charge that then before we hit this so I can get a plentiful harvest. Alright, ready? There we go. Let's get this iron for sure. Iron is so good. All right. You guys are about to see Caden's head. He's got a PvP? Yeah, I do. I do indeed. Bakita, I think you missed me saying what's up, dude. I know, it's a mess. Ty did it. Can you pick it up for me? It's kind of your stuff, so pick it up for me. Just throw it away. Throw all the other way. Yes, after you throw it away. Perfect. Thank you, buddy. My dog likes to come up here and chew up all my son's breakfast stuff when we leave him. Watch some UFC right now while I do the same as you gather resources. I know, right? I'm boring. I'm boring right now, guys. I'm sorry. I love all you guys for hanging out and just chilling. Again, where else would you rather be? Let's be honest. Where else would you rather be than hanging out with me this morning? I mean, come on. This is the most fun you've ever had in your life, watching me gather. Now, we're going to get into some good stuff. Griven just offered. We'll probably run out and do this on East here in a bit with a group of people and make it a lot more interesting because of the PvP aspect out there. So, we'll see, though. Now you're doing nothing wrong with some relaxing music and good combo. That's right. That's right. On a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, wherever you are. Man, I gotta hit so many buttons that I can't get these weak spots, and that's really unfortunate because I need to be hitting the weak spots. What is it? Yeah, I know. It's rough. Rough life. Got a big mess over there, bud? Fell asleep last night before UFC 225, so I gotta watch, catch up before I can go to any sort of website to see spoilers. Ah. Well, I'll tell you who won. That guy. That guy won. I have no idea. I don't watch UFC. Not really a UFC guy, so what can I say? Probably shouldn't have hit those simultaneous, but what do you do? You need to stagger them. Yes, we finally hit one. I'm just kind of getting into my groove with this. It's a little different. Running Foreman. I don't typically run Foreman. What's up, bud? What's up? Thank you so much. What a good helper you are. Thank you. I'm doing some of the chance for more drops. Should I be just refreshing Foreman every time or no? Yeah, that's what I've been doing, but I can stagger it too with the other thing. Yes. Not yet. In just a few minutes. I'm trying to run Connoisseur buff too, which is only 2 pips, and so you can stagger them in a way that you get kind of both without missing a cooldown. That's what I'm trying to do. It's hard to explain. This one I'm going to have to stay on for a second. I really should probably be hitting it towards the end anyways. I just DC'd. Did you just DC? Reconnecting now. All right, back. Let me get some of these to get some pips. All right, I'm good. Let's do it. This is really an interesting mechanic, though, when it comes down to it. The fact that you have to have 2 people to get better resources. Again, this game's like literally a lot about promoting teamwork and cooperative play. Because it just helps you... I mean, you have to do it. Like, there's no other way around it. In a lot of aspects with crafting and gathering, PvP. It's just really big on cooperative play, which I think is great. I think so many games nowadays are like almost steering people away from it. It's like, no, forget playing with other people. Like, you can do everything by yourself. Just put in a ton of time. I would rather put in less time, but be dependent upon others. So that, not dependent, but like have a team mentality. That's kind of my thought. It's like, let me put less time into the game because, you know, you have the passive skill tree. Or passive gaining skill tree, I should say. And then you have, you know, all your skills there, and then you can only master one thing. So, like, in theory, you're spending less time actively leveling and more time helping a group and working together. The kind of game I could sink a lot of hours. Yeah, and I think you will. I think you'll find once you start playing it, Slash, that you will sink a lot of time into it. And the thing is, like what I'm doing right now, while you guys may think it's actually boring, it's actually really, it's actually really fun. Because the way that you gather is so interactive, I guess is probably the way to say it. You find yourself like wanting to do it because you know, hey, the more I gather, the better stuff I get. The better stuff I get, the more overpowered my character is. Like it's hard to explain until you get in here and feel it and know what I'm talking about. It's not gonna make sense. I just think that by the time the game will release, I'll be tired of it. That's fair enough. And that's why, you know, like for me, I'm still gonna be playing other games. This is just really kind of in between some games I want to test and try out. Like Camelot Unchained's not until July. I don't know of anything else that I want to test at this time. So it just makes sense for me to kind of be spending some time here and doing it this way. I need to get my mineral pick out. I think it's actually on East. It's in pre-alpha. Yeah. What's up? No, it's rank 5 too. The West? Oh, they changed it, really? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, probably right. That makes sense. I didn't even realize that. Was that in like patch notes or anything? Okay. I didn't catch that. Interesting. But yeah, about the pre-alpha stuff, like I get it, guys. I mean, a lot of people are afraid of burnout, and I don't blame them. The good thing about buying it now, though, is you get to learn a lot. And again, the skill tree's passive, so at the end of the day, like, this hammer's almost done, by the way. I don't know if you've got a couple, or one, or you can loan me. What's up? You wanna say hi? Okay, say hi.
Hi.
This is Caden, for those of you who don't know. I'm sure most of you know Caden by now. He's not hitting it. He may be getting me a pick, or a hammer. Hammer time. Sit up straight.
And I have a hammer too.
Do you? Where's your hammer at?
In my work.
Go get it. Go get it so you can show them. All right. He's gonna go get his hammer, guys. It's important. He's gonna help us hit these. Ooh, there's some minerals. Okay. Oh yeah? But back to what I was talking about before he came over here. With it being in pre-alpha, the good thing is, if you just hop on and like do your skills every couple days, your skill tree, then you're gonna be caught up. Just find the class, like play it for a couple days, a couple weeks, until you want to go play something else, and then come back to it just every few days and just level up the character that you want, and that way you can constantly, like, you're getting skill gain, and that's what a lot of people fail to like remember, is that most of it is passive. The only thing that's really active is you have to go like get your resources, and you have to farm for make your gear and stuff. That's really the only active part, unless you want a PvP or something like that. So if you want to get into it, now's a good time just to buy in, because you're gonna get more rewards for your $50 when the game launches. Whereas if you wait until the game gets here, you're not going to have nearly the amount of stuff you're gonna get with the $50 pack now. So And again, I'm not saying you got to play it and burn out on it, but you know, if you've got some expendable income and you feel like you can spend $50, you know, it's not a bad gig, in my opinion. Let's actually quit my green pick. Use that one. Hello. So that's another thing too to think about. You know, just think of you're backing it. You're not really. You know you're gonna want to play it because this game style is so like unique and fun. But you know too, as a person, you're probably gonna burn out. See, I don't really burn out easily because I'm just the type of person that wants to get so like into a game and really kind of figure it out and be like a min-maxer type person. Plus the fact that I stream it helps too. A game like this has so much for me personally to make content to like keep you guys entertained and granted it's like right now you're like, dude, all you're doing is mining. It's just not very entertaining. I get it. But again, this is a very important part of the game. And I think for you guys, for me not to show you guys this would be a disservice to you. So, hey buddy, can we not do that please? That's really loud. Hey Dioko, good morning. What are you running in order to get those motherloads so fast? Well, you gotta have 2 people to hit them. That's the first thing. I don't know what Banditeer's running. I am personally running Connoisseur and Foreman. You have to have one person who runs Foreman, and the other person can literally run whatever he wants. It's usually wise to do Villain and like Miner or something like that, depending on what you're hitting. So yeah. Hopefully that helps. And welcome in, Ham Stanwich. Ham Stanwich. My son likes your name, apparently, Ham. Okay. Is that the only one you had? Okay. I typically run, when my group goes, I typically run Miner. Do I run Miner? What do I run? What was I running yesterday? I was running, yeah, Miner and Villain is what I was running yesterday. And then we had another guy who was running Foreman, which you have to have. One person at least has to run Foreman. And then, I don't know what the other guy was running. I don't think it mattered. Not a problem, man. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you, buddy. When the EU servers get populated this time of day in the future, I think we're gonna start like having a PvP character on EU. So that way, like what Slash was talking about earlier about not seeing any sort of action, we'll be able to help him out with some action. All right, let's finish it. There we go. Finally got a mineral, man. I need some dang rubies, though, is what I need. Okay, can you have a character in each faction, or do you have to pick one or the other? So how it works is you have multiple campaigns, right? You can play on a different faction per campaign. So, like, right now there's like 4 different campaigns you can choose between. I can be literally any faction on whatever campaign I want to be. So if I want to be Chaos on one, Order on another, Balance on the other, I can do all that. That's not a problem. And really, it's not a terrible idea, depending on, you know, who does all the gathering and stuff. Like on Abattoir, you know, maybe there's a lot of balance all the time because they like to farm here. Then go balance on Abattoir so they can't kill you, right? Okay, just a second, buddy. I'm busy. So yeah, that's a great question, Misty. Alright, my son wants to say hi real quick with his goofy mask and goggles on his head. Oh! Say hi.
Hi.
You gotta speak up because they really can't hear you in that. Say hello.
Hello.
Tell them what you're wearing.
A mask.
Whose mask?
A mask.
Baymax's mask. That's right. I don't know why, but he uses this mask as like his oxygen mask, like a firefighter would wear. This one that just dropped.
Like
like
a firefighter wears when they go into a hole.
Diamond. No. That was the one that just dropped. Was I think travertine. Or not travertine. Topaz. It was a T. Hi, buddy. Hop down. Topaz was from copper. Diamond from gold. You want to get dressed? It's this kid. Okay, well, tell me when, all right, buddy? All right, he likes me to set a timer, so like it's like a real fire, and it's a fire alarm. So this is multitasking at its finest. Streaming and being a dad. That's what it's about, guys. You ready? All right, here we go. Go. Yeah, if we had a third person, man, I could just sit here and focus on Connoisseur and Foreman, and that would be so clutch. But here's one thing to know, guys. If you're... No, I use more active abilities, and so I think that you hit it more, technically. I'm sorry, fix them. It's not my problem. So when you're hitting this with somebody, what you want is the person with the highest level of ore, like excavation. You want them to do the most damage because they're going to get probably the most procs of good items, good materials. So when that happens, what you want is if you have barely any into the excavation tree, but you can hit mother loads, like you have to spec into it to hit mother loads. Was it? Okay, yeah, I got you. You gonna dip out? Okay, I hear you, man. So you can spec really low into it just to hit mother loads, but at the end of the day, like you've got to have a person who can do a lot of damage and like make the most of it if you want to make it worth your while. And so as a person who doesn't have a lot in excavation, if that's you don't need to be trying to hit the weak spots. However, if you are the person that can do a lot of damage, you do need to be trying to hit the weak spots because the more damage done by the person with the higher skill means the better quality stuff drops. So just keep that in mind when you guys are doing these. That's just a fun little tip for you. So when you see me run my group, I have the highest excavation. Like, I probably shouldn't be running Foreman when we're hitting ore, to be honest, because I shouldn't have to focus on that. I should be focusing on doing damage. But with us too, I'm not sure what his skills are on that character. But with my group, I should definitely be the one who's running miner and like villain, and then just focus on doing as much damage as possible. So those are, again, it's some unique, in-depth, look at some of the gathering. I'm gonna call it quits there. Okay. Let's do this iron one over here. I'd like to see if we can get a gem out of one of these to see what it drops. Probably should have built up 2 pips there. Oh well. Oh, really? Yeah, we're breezing through these pretty well, actually. It's kind of surprising how well we are doing, to be honest. I've done these before with Hunter, and it's just like been really, really bad and really slow. But I think we're both pretty high up in the tree, so. Yeah, buddy. Cool. You're all dressed like a firefighter. Good job. Yep. All right, ready? Take it all off. I'm gonna get a couple points real quick. It's good though that I had to run forming because I didn't know what it entailed before. This actually gives me a little bit of insight on what to do. So I kind of know what to expect out of my compadres. All right, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my gosh. This kid, you're wearing me out. Go. He's been doing that like literally good 30 times a day. So that's why it's like, oh, again. Hurry up, let's go, let's go, let's go. Why is a fireman worrying about school? He's got to save the people in the fire. We'll go roam on the east after this, guys. Check it out and see if there's anything happening. So close. Alright, I'm gonna pop a couple things before we hit it. Go. Your boo-boo is fine. Nice, good timing. Hey, stop. Stop. Give me 1 second, guys. Are you out? Okay. Thanks for the help, man. Appreciate it. When does this campaign go down? I can probably go again later today, just depending on what's going on, what time what time you're talking about. I'm gonna have some company over later. Do what? Yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Probably it'll be your work day. So, yeah. Yep, for sure, man. So, all right. Thanks again for your help, man. Appreciate it. Okay, sounds good, man. Catch you later. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hop off on this campaign real quick, and I gotta talk to my son because he's being a little, you know what, right now. So give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. really just need to move my coffee pot up here. That's what I need to do, so I don't have to walk downstairs all the time. Yo, what's up, Melons? All right, let's see what's happening on the East. See, check numbers and stuff. All right, guys, we're gonna get into some funds here, some funsies. All right. I'm gonna put this in my bank. Actually, that's a really good pick. Actually, I told you guys we were going to look at. Do something. I told you guys we were gonna look at jewel crafting. I'm a man of my word. Actually, how can I do this? It's on my other account, so yeah, I'm gonna have to log out, fire up my EK, and then I'm gonna show you guys some jewel crafting this morning. Make sure you guys see some of that. Some pretty cool stuff. It takes a lot, to be honest. You need some stonemasonry, you need an alchemist, you need jewel crafting. Why don't I have coffee yet? What am I doing with my life? Well, you don't have your coffee mug, so you're probably a little bit confused right now. It's very standard to be confused because you don't have your coffee mug, which if you guys haven't checked it out, the merch tab below, you guys can order a coffee mug, a dioko coffee mug. We're gonna have more stuff on there eventually, but right now that's kind of where we're starting at. I went to the wrong one. Let's see what I've got here though. While we're here, dang, there's a lot of people. Let's get out of here. I ordered it yesterday. Why isn't it here? Right? It's about a 10-day lead time, which, you know, for a custom mug, that's not bad. That's literally has not been made at all. Like, they haven't even set up their computers yet, probably, to make it. I did not mean to go in there, by the way. It ends the 17th. What's today? The 10th? Oh, it's got another week up. Okay, cool. I just want to get these gems off here. And actually, probably get the ore as well. Man, I kind of feel like I just want to keep going for a bit, but I told you guys we'd look at this, so we'll look at this. I know I'm not moving big stacks, but I don't farm much on here, so I'm not really worried about it. But Dioko, you're wasting so many stacks, bro. It's imports and exports. Yeah, well, don't hate on me. I literally don't farm on here much at all. Alright, those I can leave. I'm not really that worried about that. Alright, so let's hop over to... I gotta get my other account up real quick. I do need to get my armor and stuff off that account, though, probably. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that real quick before I forget. I've already made this mistake once. I'm not going to make it again. It's just good to have. I like to have that on my my farming accounts, or my Abattoir characters, so I can defend myself. Alright. So the next step would be to get some Yetis, right? To get some like these guys right here. I can get those made really easy. I could actually probably get those engraved, to be honest. I know a guy that does them here. Is a good family friend. Alright. Logging into my jewel crafter now. While I get my EK started up. By the way, if you guys are interested in getting this game, just be aware that you're going to want to have 2 accounts. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have 2 accounts. You're just going to want 2 accounts. Especially on launch. You're going to want to have 2. Alright, so let's log in here. What we'll have to do is probably... I didn't even need to do that, actually. Let's... I don't know which one's which now. I was going to exit out... Okay, now I know. Let's see. I need to exit out of this one real quick. Whoa. Okay. There we go. It's kind of weird. I have to play tricks on my OBS. I can't just open one window that I want up. It doesn't switch between windows either. What would be the benefit of having 2 accounts? Well, funny you ask, because I'm about to open the skill tree anyways. So, with your profession, like, okay, you've got profession, race, and class trees. And you can only train 2 in each category. So, for example, in this category, you have 3. In each category, you actually have 3 separate major categories. So, you can only train 2 of the 3. Having a second account allows you to get that third one and then another bonus. So, like, for example, a lot of people do combat and gathering, and then they do just a crafting and gathering. Or you can do a crafting and combat, just depending on what suits your needs. So, that's what a lot of people do. And that's probably the best way to maximize. Nice. That's what I need right there, guys. Got some square cuts. It's actually really good for me. Exacting cut gemstone. Oh. So 2 per account or 2 per character? So 2 per account. So your account, and this is the crazy part about this game that a lot of people on the outside watching streams and stuff that don't have it don't quite understand. So it's called Crowfall, and obviously you guys know that. Crowfall is indicative of you have a crow that inhabits a vessel. A vessel is your character, and you basically spend the skill points to increase your crow so that when it inhabits a vessel, the skills the crow have apply to that vessel. So that's why when you come over here to race, this is all your vessel's races over here, okay? And your crow, it takes these skill points that you've put time into, and they apply it to the vessel. So the character actually doesn't obtain any of this, the vessel, because the vessel is actually, once the campaign ends, the vessel is destroyed. And anything on that campaign is left there and deleted, basically. So that's why you have a spirit bank, and you can take stuff from your spirit bank and carry it over between campaigns, or take it back to your EK and use it to craft and such. Yes, so each character has the same skills, and that's where you have to dive into some of these trees, and that's why we're doing a series on the racial tree, is because certain races have certain benefits. Like, for example, I'm in the Sylvan tree currently, so if I come back over here, I'm in this tree right now, which actually I could probably move this into something else. I'm not really worried about it right now. And so, like, the base Sylvan tree has increased leatherworking. All this down here is for, like, skills, okay? And this is for harvesting animals. So all that is important and should be looked at, because, like, for example, I think I'm actually running a half elf, which is over here, and half blood. But yeah, so that's kind of something to look at, which I'm not going to get into any of this right now. So that's kind of how it works. So we're going to show you kind of jewel crafting for a second. One thing you have to have, which is really hard to obtain, is stuff called cutting grit that you get from slag, mining slag. It's probably one of the rarest drops in the game, if you ask my opinion. It's incredibly challenging. I think it's like 5%, which is crazy. And it only drops from slag. So it's like, not only are you mining something that's not very good to use, like you literally can't use it but for something super basic, but it's a really hard drop rate. So some things to take into consideration with jewel crafting is you need stone masonry. You don't need need stone masonry, but it helps to have it because you have to make components from stone masonry to get to be able to craft certain things. So the process is you cut a gem, you grind a gem, you polish a gem, you apply it to a ring. And in stone masonry, you have to make your diamond cutting blade, your grinding wheel, and your polishing paste. Your diamond cutting blade is what requires the cutting grit. Fortunately, I've got 2 of them. One of them, actually. No, I have 2 of them. I thought I had 2 of them. I've got 2 of them right here that I'm just, waiting to use. And I was actually waiting to use them for once I got some new cuts. which I just got a second ago, you saw. So anyways, and then again, you have to look at some of the items you use. Like, for example, if I use common quality marble, I'm going to get a common quality grinding wheel. If I use a common quality ore, I'm going to get a common quality diamond cutting blade when it's partnered with cutting grit. Okay, same with polish paste. And if you use all common quality items, you're going to get a common quality ring. Okay, and same if you use uncommon, rare, or legendary. It's all going to be the same. So that's kind of a quick, the quick look at jewel crafting. So I need to make. I told my crafters we were going to get them squared away, which you guys know me. I'm a man of my word. So I'm going to do that. Let's see. My crafting combinations. I was going to make them some blacksmithing. I think it was blacksmithing experimentation points, which means I need a square topaz. Fortunately, I have a topaz. I don't really want to use an uncommon one because I don't have an uncommon blade. So what I need to do then, first of all, I've got my grinding wheel, I've got my blade. Do I have polishing paste? I do have polishing paste. So I need basically, here's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need this stuff right here. I'm going to put it in the center. I'm going to need my ore. I'm going to need my rough topaz, put out in front. I'm going to need blood or water. And a couple of those, actually. So we'll show you guys how this works. It's pretty unique. It really is. And it's a process. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's... I was going to say, do we maybe make a short video out of this? Maybe not. I'm not really prepared to do that. So, all right, let's show you guys what it is regardless. All right, so the first step is to cut the gemstone. So we're going to put the topaz in there because we're going for a square cut topaz, which is actually going to give us blacksmithing experimentation points, which is big for crafting. And right now we're using a lot of stuff with our blacksmiths. So need to apply the diamond cutting blade, which actually that was named diamond cutting blade. That wasn't a legit diamond cutting blade. All right, we'll use water and we'll cut it. So here's where we're going to focus on our experimentation points, which we have 7 of them. 4 here. Hope for the RNGesus. Come on, RNGesus. It's a good success. Let's see. Another good one. We'll put a little bit in luster. Alright, all pretty good there. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so we'll make that item real quick. This is a step-by-step process, which is actually very not super time consuming, but it does take about 5 minutes or so to make one of these. Just to make sure you do it right. Alright, so we're gonna grind the gemstone next. So we're gonna put the cut gem that we just cut in there. We're gonna take the grinding wheel that we've got, and we're gonna do, I don't think I need to put a certain water or blood. Yeah, it looks like I can just do either one. It doesn't require anything specific. So we'll use the water here. And again, we get to use some experimentation points. We'll try to get to above 50%, around 50% above it. You got to be above it. Ah, that's a big fail. There we go. So again, we're making some stuff for our crafters, our blacksmith guys. Alright, so that's the ground gem. We'll slide it into here, use the polishing paste and the water flask. And try the experimentation once again. Dang, man. RNGesus not with us on this roll. So looks like we're getting 0.15 so far. And we'll have a couple more options, so some final modifiers on the end of it. What's up, Seven? Good morning. How you doing, man? All right, so we're just gonna use the gold ore. Again, if I would use uncommon here, it would give us an uncommon ring band. But we're going for a common currently. Give us some higher durability. Not that durability should matter a whole lot. I don't know how durability on a critical fail. No, it took us back down to 0. That's really unfortunate. Dang, that's the first time I've seen that happen. A critical fail take me back down. Alright, don't you give me another critical fail. That's pretty good. Alright, so now we combine all of these components. We've made the ring band, we've made the gem, and now the setting for the gem. And we're going to combine all of those into the actual ring itself. So we'll just take all these, throw them in here, and I think we're going to use this on Sheen. No! Wow. That was bad. Really bad. 4 fails, man. Not good. Not good, not good. So I need to get some more cutting grit to make some more blades. But that's the process of making a ring. So you guys can see there how RNGesus does have some effect on it. Sheen and durability and luster, those all kind of affect it in a different way. I'm not 100% sure. I know sheen's the most important thing on these, but nonetheless, it's a very step-by-step process, and you can see it did take me a couple minutes to do that. Alright, so I'm actually going to take a screenshot of this and show it to the guys real quick. I think they've got some more cutting grit for me, which I can get and craft them some stuff later. So let me paste that in here real fast. There we go. So that's in there for them to see. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. It's a pretty cool little thing to look at. Let's see. I'm just kind of taking inventory of what I've got, what I need. Looks like I'm kind of getting low on water, so farming water would be good. What else? You need this powdered granite actually to make your grinding wheels, which is interesting. What do I do with soul gems, actually? Are soul gems... I don't know what soul gems do, actually. I don't think I use them in any way. Let me see if I can apply it to anything, actually. Can I put it in here? Yeah, see, this isn't used. That is not used for me. That must be something else that I don't know about. Alright, so that is that. I'm going to leave that guy there. And actually, what I'll do is probably close out of this window. And we'll hop back over to the good old east side, see what's going on. Got to get my disciplines back up because I've had some gathering disciplines. Maybe it's Necro? It could be Necro. What's up, Hunter? What's up, Xanthame? People are waking up now. It's a little bit after 8. I keep forgetting I woke up so early. Started streaming so much earlier than I typically do. Alright, let's do I have a pick? No. Let's make a pick, because I need to go mine. I don't want to use that green one either. How many do I need? Yeah, it would make sense. I agree with you there. Alright, let me... I need 6 dust. Hunter, I just made a blacksmith's ring, so we'll get that to whomever. My bank's a mess. Don't look at it. Don't judge me based on my bank. Let's see. Not that bad for streaming now for the EU folks like me. Yeah, and that's why we do this once a week, just so you guys know, or twice a week, is to get the EU folks involved. And unfortunately, I was telling Slashburp earlier, there's just really not a whole lot of action. So he's like, man, all I see you do is gather, because he watches me on the weekends. So I'm hoping that some of the EU population will pick up in terms of in the game, and we can get you guys some good content to watch. Because right now, I'm kind of like you guys. It's like, man, dioko, all you keep doing is gathering on the weekends. And I don't want to make this stream on the weekends just strictly for that, because I know a lot of you guys can only join me on the weekends. So, anyways. It's 2 p.m. here? Nice. Alright, that should be enough. I hope so. EU prime time yesterday was 50 people. Oh, nice. Was that on the EU server or was that on NA? Let's actually see how many are on right now. There's only 18 on right now. EU server only? I got you. No, I'm not out of picks, Hunter. I just didn't want to use a green or a rune pick on a freaking slag. I don't know what I want to run. I think I was running Juggernaut before. Let's check that list actually and see. I know I'm running some different disciplines this go around. Was I running Juggernaut? You guys typically know this better than I do. You guys tend to remember what I was running better than I did. Yeah, that's what I was running. US server was almost full last night. That's awesome, man. I thought about staying up, but I was kind of tired last night and I wanted to get some rest. So it worked out. I can't remember the other one I ran or was running. I think it was Rune Scarred Gladiator. Pretty sure that's what it was. Lagfest? Was it really? Well, I hope the optimization is going to be better next go round. Yeah, that's what J-Ty Coleman said. He tweeted yesterday to somebody that 5.7 was going to be a lot better for optimization, which is nice. All right, let's see. I don't need to be running Reaper. Let's run Dominator, I think. Actually, you know what I want to run? I want to run Punch Drunk. I want to try that out. Yeah. And I think I want to run... Those two together are good. But I don't know that I have enough passive slots to run all three. Let me look real quick. Set my bar here. If that's true, player numbers will go up. Yeah. I think the goal's got to be we got to get above the 95 player mark and keep it stable. I mean, that's the long-term goal. I'm not saying that that's got to happen overnight, but that's definitely got to be something that they try to do. Yeah, then it'll bog down again. I'm saying long term. Let's be fair, guys. From what I understand, it's already come a long way, so. I want to know about that. I don't know if that works, man. I don't know if that works on my heal. I'm going to try it and see, but I don't think it does. I need to make some rings for myself here. We'll get there. I got to make it for the crafters first. The crafters are the most important right now. So this is sandbox, or is there PvE content yet? It's sandbox currently. There is some PvE stuff that allows you to get like higher resources. Like in the adventure zones, there's like rank 10 mother loads that you have to explore with a group, like because you literally just can't kill a rank 10 mother load by yourself, anyways. But you have to fight a bunch of like rank 8 to 10 mobs as well to get there. But from what I understand, they are going to be producing some. Not like boss fights in the sense of probably what you think it is, like a WoW, but more of a, you know, it's going to be a harder mob. That's my understanding of it. So we'll just have to wait and see, making sure I have everything set right. Looks like it is. What I'm concerned about is this is basically going to be a more 3D version of Albion. Chinchilla, in what way? Like, what makes you say that? By the way, I think I'm just going to, like, bash on slag whenever I see it, so you guys may just have to bear with me, because I want some cutting grit. I think there's going to be some catch-up mechanics that you're going to see in this game that Albion doesn't afford their players to have, and that's Albion just seems to me like it's such a. I guess I can get the dust. I don't know. It just like when I started playing Albion, I was like, I'm so far behind. Yeah, I'm good. I don't want to do that. In every way, resource, economic, incentive, and guild priority progress. I mean, here's the thing. You're going to be able to buy skill points to, like, increase your skill, like, to catch up. Which, I'm not aware of that being in Albion. You basically, as long as you have a guild, which you're gonna have to play with a group of people. This is not a game for the solo player. So, if you're coming into this game thinking, yeah, you know what, I'm going to play this game solo, it's not going to happen. I mean, sure, you can do it, but you're going to need like 3 or 4 counts minimum in order to make it happen. And even then, like, probably 2 to 3 of those accounts are going to be just literally crafters sitting in your EK. So there's incentive there, and if you go to a guild, you show your worth to a guild. Like, for example, if somebody were to come to me and like, hey, Dioko, I'm new to the game. Can you help me get started? I'm going to say, yeah, you know, show me that you're going to be loyal to this group, and we'll kind of set you on the path that you need to go to with what you want to do, and, you know, we'll get you geared up. So, you know, I think that there's basically, guilds are going to need people are going to need guilds, and so it's going to be a mutual, you know, relationship to where you're going to get geared by a guild, and you're going to help the guild. Whereas in Albion, I know you can do the same thing, but I feel like as far as the skill tree goes, you just couldn't, I mean, you couldn't catch up fast enough. And in this one, there's a catch-up mechanic. So it's like those guild members, if they've got extra skill points they don't need, then they can literally just give you some, or they can sell you some, or however the system's going to work. A quest line, I think that gets outside the realm of what a sandbox truly is, though. I understand what you're saying, but here's the other thing too, Chinchilla, that I don't think you take into consideration is the idea behind the campaigns. the characters, the vessels themselves, are going to reset. So a quest line would only be good for the current vessel, because if you're gaining experience, that's only for your current vessel. Now, if you're going after skill points for the crow, that's different. And I think that's where the catch-up mechanic is focused, not necessarily the vessel, because at the end of the campaign, the vessel is deleted. So all the time you put into the vessel, you know, that was only for that campaign. Now, campaigns are going to probably be a little longer than what they are now. I think they'll probably be more like a 2-month period, where, you know, it's going to be more of a knockdown, drag-out fight. And, you know, people are going to have to put time into their vessel, and it will be worthwhile. And at the end of the day, too, people are going to craft vessels that will start at level 1, and you're going to have to spend time or money or resources to level up that character via sacrificing, which is a whole nother topic that, you know, we've done a video on to kind of show you guys the basics of sacrificing. So it's a lot more in depth than Albion. Albion is very, I'm going to say, one-dimensional, whereas this game's more like 3 or 4-dimensional when it comes to talking about, you know, skill points and stuff like that. I like games like WoW that have quests, but I love that this doesn't have quests, and the mob drops are going to be more valuable. Yeah, the combat in this game is enjoyable. So it makes it pretty fun to go out and kill stuff. And yeah, you can sacrifice items from the mobs you kill in order to gain XP too. Like spiders drop, you know, spider silk. They drop little claws and stuff like that that, you know, you can use in order to level up your skill. Or I'm sorry, your vessel. Not to mention, you know, if you have a skinner, you can go out and skin all of the hides, and suppose you just want to sell all the hide you collect, you can take that gold and in turn sacrifice it for a 1-to-1 experience to gold ratio, and you can level your vessel that way. So there's gonna be multiple ways to kind of level these vessels. So again, I think this is a lot more in depth than probably what you're giving it credit for. And again, that's just probably because you haven't played it. Once you play it and realize and understand some of the systems in the game, I think you're going to realize that there are going to be things that are going to make this game different. And I will say this about the combat tree. I don't, other than maybe stats, I mean, and maybe I'm underestimating some of the powers of like attack control intensity, like 5% here, 5% there. Maybe I'm underestimating that, but at the end of the day, you're not getting these like 100% to 500% increases in these specific categories. So if you have a good armor and you have a good crafted vessel, there's a good chance that you could take on a person that's, you know, in tier 3 of the skill tree and do just fine. The value is real, no doubt. The problem is when you just want to veg out on PvE. I'm just an old guy, I guess. Well, and that's where crafting and gathering is going to be your thing. That's where, hey, you know what? I'm going to be the best jewel crafter in the game. I'm going to know in and out what jewel crafting does, where to put my experimentation points. I'm going to make the best shop in my EK for all things PvE. So if people want to come here for armor, if I want to be the best armor smith, if I want to be the best weaponsmith, I can do that. I can put my points there accordingly and be the first person to have, you know, all this super sick gear in my EK that people can come by. That's there. That's wide open for the taking. So if that's something that interests you, yeah, by all means, do it. But there's plenty of PvE. Now, you know, that's the thing about Sandbox, though. Sandbox is not going to have these closed instance dungeons like a World of Warcraft or something like that. But I think what you're going to find, too, is there's going to be some group aspect for you to play as PvE, because you're going to have to go out with a group to do these motherloads. You're going to have to be protected by a group of PvPers while you go out and do these gym runs or these mineral runs. And not to mention there's going to be like caravan runs that I don't even know what the deal is with that yet. So there's a lot of stuff to it that's out there. and it's going to cater to both PvE and PvP. Yeah, and Xanthame, I'm the same way. It's like I was explaining earlier. I was doing some gathering, and people were like, "Man, this is seems like it would get really boring because you've been gathering on the weekends." But I told them, the thing about it is that is that it makes you want to gather because it's so in depth and it's so interactive. The gathering is that it makes you want to gather. Surprisingly enough. That's a big hit, by the way. That's a really big hit. Rin does so much damage. Harvesting Cell is a rush too. It takes skill to figure out low traffic areas. Yeah, and the fact that like when you're rolling around with a lot of stuff on you, you're like, dude, that could come kill me any second now, and I'm screwed. Like that's a huge part of it too. So yeah, there's a lot to it, man. Makes me excited. Makes me excited. Big ol' axe, baby. Second. This guy's hurt, man. Alright, let's call it quits here. These guys are owning me right now, I think. Wait just a few seconds here. Definitely going to find a good guild before launch, but I'll still solo from time to time and have fun, but I'm crazy. Zan, we need to talk, because we're trying to add some more people to our crew, too. So, I have no HP regen. It's not good. Let's do that real quick. That would help tremendously. I need a band-aid, too. Do I have knotwood? No. Do I have any in here? I've got bandages here. What am I talking about, John? You got bandages on your bar, bro. Use them. What's up, Chunksort? Yeah, man. This guy reset? What a jerk, man. You big jerk. You big jerk, you. So we're just gonna have to kill you again. These guys do hurt when all four of them are in this room. Swing your big, large axe, bro. Thank you. Much better. Much gooder. Chilling, fixing to drink some coffee and make some blue leather. Finally, nice, man. Well, you know we've got a coffee cup for sale, right? I'm just saying, bro. If you didn't know, now you do. Hashtag sell out. Alright, let's hit another bandage. I'm gonna try and solo dregs when they go live. The free for all campaign. That's gonna be fun. I think I'm just gonna stream it. Like, come get me, boys. I go the unnatural caffeine way. I do too, man. Monsters. I thought you said fixing to drink some coffee. I'm confused. I meant caffeine. You said coffee. Well, you can pour your coffee in or your monster in a coffee mug to make it seem more realistic and more natural. Yeah, I was confused when we said the unnatural way, and you said coffee. I was like, wait a second, isn't that natural? Yeah, you'll definitely have to be a chill dude like you to not get salty. No, man, like I'm gonna be advertising myself to be killed if I'm streaming it. Like, you can't be salty if you stream and like get sniped. Unless like people are griefing you while doing it, then it's not fun. Like if somebody kills me because they know where I'm at, like okay, it's on me, right? But if somebody's like just camping me and like watching everything I do and like allowing me not to play the game, it's different. It looks super interesting. The art style especially grabs me. I love crafting and such, but I'm probably gonna wait until more PvE elements are available. Not being a PvP nut. Oh, not saying I don't like PvP, but the younger generation will definitely control that scene, I think. At least that's usually how I see it play out. Yeah, that's a great observation, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that mentality, to be completely honest with you. So, to do drags and not destroy your keyboard. Yeah, true. At least then you can log and go back to faction versus faction. Yeah. Like I said, as long as people aren't making the game unplayable, I don't see an issue with it. Then again, too, I think one thing people don't realize is the vastness of this game and how you're going to be able to kind of hide in the campaigns. And what I mean by that is you're not going to know where I'm at, like what campaign I'm on. So I think there's going to be an element of that too, that as long as I don't tell people where I'm at and like what campaign, it's going to be hard to figure out which one I'm in. You know, I'll have to put probably some more covers up, some more artwork, cover up the chat box specifically. But to be clear, I'm looking for a reason to play the game. We need better MMOs. Well, you know, I think you're on the right path. I think you understand, or you're understanding the game. It's just a matter of pulling the trigger. I mean, $50 is not bad to get in and try it. And they've said stuff that PvE's on the way in terms of harder bosses or harder mobs. So, you know, again, it's up to you. It's completely your call. Obviously, it's your money. It's not mine. You know, I've already spent $100 in this game, so there's that. I think you'll find too, though, that just because you don't enjoy PvP, I think you'll find this combat system lends itself to being pretty, you know, pretty basic to understand once you get a grasp on your character. And as long as you run around with a group, you'll be okay. Yeah, and I wouldn't even say the combat system's completely, it's not polished either. I think it's good, but I don't think it's polished just yet. What, Chunksaur? What are you laughing at? Yeah, the disciplines are nice, and I'm glad that they're going to make it to where the disciplines are not going to be as interchangeable. You said it looked almost polished, and you said it wasn't polished yet. Well, yeah, it's not polished. It's almost polished. I would agree with it being almost polished, but it's not polished. Almost polished and not polished are the same thing, right? It's good. It's a good system, but it still has work to be done. I think, for example, I think that I still think stealth needs to be addressed a bit. I don't think stealth is in a good place. personally. I don't think the way stealth currently works is a great... Is in its best form, personally. That's my opinion on it. Now, if you're stealthy, you probably love it. But for an overall balance, I don't think it's as good as it can be. I think it can be much better. I love it already. I'm just being tired and cranky. Ah, you're not, man. You're good. I just think the biggest thing with these games, and it's not balanced completely yet. I mean, there are some classes that are really tough to beat one-on-one. And this game, it shouldn't be balanced for 1v1, if we're being honest. But, you know, Frostweaver's not even in the game yet, so they can't even start balancing until they get all the classes in the game. And once that happens, yeah, I think we're going to start seeing some more not aggressive, but smaller tweaks, more aggressiveness towards the balancing. But until they get Frostweaver in the game, I don't think they need to worry about balancing. It's like I said yesterday, if an assassin's going to attack, other than like maybe a cheap shot or like a example of a sap or something where you just kind of, you're toying with people, I think you got to come out of stealth to fight. So if you come out and you cheap shot somebody, you got to come out of stealth. I think the only way you can return to stealth once you're in combat should be in the form of like an ultimate, where you do like a vanish or something. Again, that's my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. That's just kind of my belief. So yeah, there are better ways, I'm sure, and I'm all about harboring some good conversations when it comes to that sort of stuff. But I just don't feel like it's in its best state it could possibly be in right now. Skokie! Oh, I agree, Skokie. I agree that there's some things, you know, about champion. I love my champion. What's up, Skokie? Good to see you. It's been a little bit since I've seen you. Frostweaver's going to be sick? Yeah, I think so too. And going back to the self-heal thing, I mean, legit, like, I think the whole self-heal is... I think the way it currently is probably a bit overpowered. I think it should have a higher cooldown. I don't think it needs 2 heals. I think it needs 1 with a higher cooldown, so you have to run a minor like punch drunk to reset it. But, you know, you can always accomplish a self-heal with, you know, major disciplines. Some classes you probably shouldn't beat 1v1. For example, the duelist. But yeah, the combat feels like it's on the right track. Yeah, and I don't think it needs to be balanced for 1v1 either. In Shadowbane, they had runes and disciplines, and I'm waiting for those. Werebear, Werewolf, Were-Rat. Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you don't... I mean, if you forgot about Shadowbane Chinchilla, J-Ty Coleman was actually the one of the main guys in Shadowbane, and he's obviously the co-owner of Arts and Crafts, or whatever they call themselves. But he and Gordon Walton. Shadowbane was my jam. I never played Shadowbane, so I can't really even discuss that. I played Ultima Online. That was probably my biggest RPG back in that time, that era. And then Counter-Strike became my love, and then World of Warcraft. And then it was StarCraft 2 in college, and then it was back to Counter-Strike post-college, and then Counter-Strike ended. I'm going through my timeline, guys. Bear with me. And then Counter-Strike ended back last year in August, so we're almost a year removed from Counter-Strike, and it was literally, oh snap, it's been like a 3-month hiatus from gaming. Actually, more than that, probably like 5 months from like hardcore gaming. And then started back up with some MMOs in February. Dude, my head is itching so bad. I think it's the gel that I left in my hair last night. I think it's drying on my scalp. It's pretty gross, but whatever. We're family here, right? Was it? I thought it was before that even. I thought it was like almost the 90s. We're getting old, guys. But just embrace it, okay? Just embrace the fact that we're getting old. And we can talk about these games. Back in my day, we played with 56K. We ran around Britannia, lagging our tails off. So old. Right? My wife's gonna be 30 next year, and I gave her a hard time about that. I was like, hey, you're gonna be 30 next year. She's like, yeah, you better have a big trip planned for me. I was like, whoa, wait a second, what? I tried to quit gaming, but I always come back, so I gave up and accepted I'm a gamer. Yeah, I think my wife is slowly realizing, like, she can't change me. It's like, okay, I tried, but just a part of who I am. At least streaming, it's more relaxed. I'm not high strung like I was with Counter-Strike. She hated me playing Counter-Strike mainly because it consumed me, and it did. But I have a very, like, what's the right word for it? Not addictive personality, but I get very consumed by what I'm doing. So, like, for streaming, I get very focused on, you know, my stream. I put a lot of thought into what I do. My wife is the same. She still loves me. Well, that's good. Obsessive? I don't think it's obsessive even, because it's just more of I'm a perfectionist and I like to put time and thought into what I do. Counter-Strike, that was a bit much. That was almost obsessive, where it was like I was constantly thinking about strats and whatnot. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think obsessive is the right word, because if I had to, I mean, I could quit streaming. Streaming isn't something that, like, I've got to do, and like I'm so, it's like smoking. I'm not addicted to it. I enjoy it a lot, and it's a passion thing for me. I enjoy hanging out with you guys and connecting with people. I don't think I can give up gaming. I just don't. I don't think I can give up my enjoyment of gaming. Strats are when you see us. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. And being the strat caller, I was just always thinking about stuff. I used to be crazy in CS. Like crazy good or what? Guys, again, thanks for hanging out this morning. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that follow button just to help support the stream. That's the best way to do it. It's free. It's kind of a cool little way to say, hey, appreciate what you're doing. But yeah, if you guys want to do that, obviously if you have other means to do that, great, go for it. Not going to beg you to do such. But yeah. I got that way about EVE Online, but I've taken a break in doing this because the crafting and harvesting is so good. If I get burned out on PvP, there's plenty to do. Right. Yeah, I was good and non-stop playing it too. Yeah, I was really good back when I was in high school. I played the crap out of it in high school. It was baseball, school, and Counter-Strike is pretty much what my life revolved around at that time. It was a lot of fun. I don't know why I just took the fort. I don't really need anything here. Let's see what's in this bank. Do I have anything here? Nope. I don't care about any of that, so whatever. If anybody wants any of that, they can have it if they kill me. But you gotta kill me first. Alright. Stupid phonotyping. Fat fingered, right? It's alright. I got the gist. So I got you. Let's go hunt some wabbits. Crafting, PvE, and harvesting is so boring. And Zan, I tried to explain that earlier about gathering in this game. It's a lot more interactive and exciting than people think it is. It's like, oh, okay, cool, we're crafting and gathering. Like, no, you don't realize. Like, it's... I don't know how they've done it, man, but they've made it to where it's like almost addicting. Like you almost want to go out and gather. And until you play the game, hey Zerushio, welcome in. Good to see a new face. Until you actually get out there, craft, gather, and do all that stuff, it's like You're wasting your time, man. Why are you doing this? Like, no, it's fun. It's legit. It's the pip system. It's like playing slots at casino. Well, and here's the other thing, and this is what Fatalistic told me. He was out hitting trees yesterday. He's like, dude, it's so much fun when you see all this stuff just like rain down on you. It makes it so much fun. And I was like, you know, maybe that's what it is. When you start seeing stuff like fly out of nodes, you're like, yeah! You know? I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a decent game loop. It really is. It's a lot of fun. It is a casino I win feel. Yeah. They've done a really good job designing that system. There's no doubt. I need to go get some more coffee. Can we take a quick coffee break? It's 8:45, so this will be my third cup. Let's do that. Let's kind of find a little spot here in a second. I was trapped crafting all day. You say trapped. Yeah, right. Trapped is what you were doing. Yeah. Not to mention, you know, the experimentation points and all that stuff. It's pretty big. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come up here and log out real quick, guys, so I don't get killed by some random mob, like some random crazy cat that just runs across the map and attacks anything it sees. So I'm gonna come up here and log out, run downstairs, grab some coffee real quick, and then we'll continue on in just a second. Okay. So sit tight. We're gonna do this real fast, and I'll be right back. I like how the recipes for advanced items feel realistic. Yeah, we're gonna touch on that topic real quick to kind of go into depth about that. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, let's appreciate the warmth of a cup of coffee real quick. You guys see that? Here, let me move out of the way. You guys can't see it like that. Ooh. Look at that steam come off there. You guys can actually see it. I like that. Reset was great when I used to have 2 points to experiment with. Now it's back to 12 pips. Nice. We were messing around with jewel crafting earlier. That was, that's going to be fun for me. I'm going to love that. I've just got to get more gems. So if anybody needs something crafted in jewel crafting, let me know. I'd be more than happy to help out. Really, the only thing I need from you is cutting grit and the gem you want to use. Pretty much everything else I can probably supply and help you out with. If you're a sub, we'll make it happen regardless. I do have to farm some cutting grit, but I didn't think that you guys would like for me just to run around and hit slag. And I hate the fact that you can't equip any sort of disciplines to farm more. Maybe you can, and I just don't know about it. So on Zan's note, he was talking about how realistic it feels. So for example, and I think the biggest game you're going to compare to, because it's touched the most people, is you're gonna compare most MMOs to World of Warcraft, because that's just they've set the bar way up here. And for example, in leatherworking, all you need is leather and like maybe some other components, depending on how good it is. But in this game, you need the leather, you need a blacksmith to make the buckles. You need a lot of other, example, jewel crafting. I need stone masonry, I need alchemy, I need jewel crafting. I need 3 different professions in order to achieve one thing, a ring. Okay? The very basic item in jewel crafting, I need 3 different professions. So I think that's something that, you know, people are going to, it's going to be a love-hate relationship, right? And I think some people have grown to like it. I personally have grown to like it. But I know other people are like, man, I've got to have this, this, and this. And like, especially early on, if you're not with a guild that's organized, you're going to find yourself like missing out on some of those feelings of depending upon one another. But if you allow yourself to get into a group and like be a part of the team, you're going to find that it's very enjoyable, that, you know, there's going to be some dependence upon you and you're going to have dependence upon others. And it's just going to make it more fun. And needing a lot of professions in those games don't work because of the constant need to level with items you don't need. Right? Yeah, people have to work together, exactly. Well, and that's where, you know, I think the economy in this game, I think they've got to find a better way, not a better way, but a more in-depth way to get the currency in the game, gold, involved in the long game. That's a great point, Xanthan, about leveling with items you don't need. Like, you need the items in this game to become better. And while you may have a level 30 vessel, if you run an intermediate gear, you could face a crafted vessel with advanced gear, and they could literally drop you like a bad habit, even though you're level 30 and they're like level 1. Is the game fun at this point? Like, worth the money? Yes, it's definitely worth the money for a couple reasons. A, you're going to get more stuff on backing it now, as opposed to spending $50 on launch. You're going to get in to get to test the systems. Yeah, there's going to be some flaws. It's a pre-alpha, right? But the beauty of that is you can say, look, you know, I don't like this. Here's my suggestion, Arts and Crafts. Let's change this. Go submit a forum post, maybe with a video or some sort of proof of what you're requesting. And then, you know, you never know. You may get something that you like into the game. So, I mean, if Zerushio, if I can help you in any way, like shed some light on a specific topic in the game, please let me know, okay? Any ETA on a no wipe version, like pre-launch? Soft launch has, they've said that, you know, it would be this year sometime. Now, if that's the end of the year, if that's 2 months from now, I don't expect that. I don't expect it being soon, but soft launch is supposedly at the end of the year, or by the end of the year. And we just wiped, so like 3 weeks ago. So it's actually a pretty fresh version of the game. Is it 3 weeks or 2 weeks? I can't remember. A couple weeks ago, I feel like. All right, so we're hunting some people, and then we can't find anybody. Granted, I'm not really in the most active part of the map, but I'm trying to head that way. You think so, Skokie? You think they're going to wait that long to do another wipe? What are your thoughts on when they will actually do the soft launch? I don't think I've ever been over this way. It's kind of cool to see this side of the map. This is the... Okay, I know where I'm at now. Last wipe I said, after that, no more wipes. Oh, okay, yeah. I got you. I got you. Sorry, I completely misunderstood, misread what you said. I would like to see some more, like, granted, I'm not one of those guys like, you better launch the game in 6 months or I'm done playing it. Like, I'm not saying that, but I would like to see some more specific dates. Of course, you know, their roadmap is not really clear cut either. It doesn't focus on dates, which is it's not a bad thing. It's just more of, hey, what's our timetable for some stuff? Oh snap! Scion, I saw the whisper, man. Give me 1 second. And I would try a different browser if you're having issues with chat, by the way. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. I think soft launch will be more 1 year from now than the end of the year. Really? Oh goodness, man! I'm getting hit up on every aspect. Getting whispers, getting dang text messages from the wife. All right, let's find some people, guys. Has the player base a little bit? I know Chunksor's out looking for me right now. I guarantee it. He and his monster. Yeah, I think a lot of performance issues, according to J. Todd Coleman, a tweet I saw yesterday. He said there's going to be a lot of optimization done, or performance stuff done for 5.7. That was per him, his tweet, and I responded. I said, "Don't threaten me with a good time." I actually just geared up. Let's go, Chunksor. We can duel, buddy, if you want to. I don't care. You got that duelist, man. I don't know. I'd like to have some sort of PvP action to show some of my EU friends. If Slash Burp's still around, I don't know if he is or not. I haven't seen him talk in a few minutes. Yeah, Chunks has been crafted, man. Skokie, where you at? Skokie, what are your professions, by the way? I'm here, not always with the baby. I got you. Hey man, I know a lot of people like to lurk. I'm not knocking the lurkers. Lurkers are a huge part of my stream. One of my most loyal supporters is one of my largest lurkers too. In the form of Hayes. Hayes, you there, homie? Hayes usually watches from his couch. Time for me to head out a little early today, but got lots to do. Misty, catch you later. Hey, by the way, hopefully the viewings have been going well on the house, so keep me posted. Let me know. Hopefully, I wish you the best of luck in a swift sell so you can get down here to the best state in the world, aka Tennessee. Very well. Awesome. Good to hear. Well, take care. Tell your husband I said hello. Hopefully you guys are doing great. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you would tell me if you weren't. But just going to pop this. Thanks, that worked. Chat wasn't showing up in Chrome. Interesting. Yeah, Chrome's a little weird sometimes. You got to make sure it's updated. That's what I use full time too. And just, yeah, update it. That's the biggest thing. If you guys ever have problems with your chat, just try to update your browser. Or try a different browser, either one. Wood gathering, woodworking, combat, rune making, blacksmithing, horseback, and animal spec. Over your 17 accounts, right? Because that's a lot, goodness gracious. Everything will reach max this weekend, so I can switch them all. Jeez, so you're already through like the specialization trees towards the end? Well, that's true. Crafting's a bit different. I didn't go into crafting right away. It took me probably a solid week or two before I got my second account. But I do have 2 accounts now, so that's good. Okay, so this is actually, I'm seeing now what this skill is doing, or this passive I've got. It's not resetting my Ultimate Warrior, but it is resetting my skills. So Ultimate Warrior was what I was trying to figure out if that was going to reset it or not. I plan on having a lot of accounts too. Zan, we need to talk, man. Me and you. I need to talk to Skokie too, and Chunksword. I need to talk to you guys in private. We need to have a little chat, a little powwow, a little one-on-one, heart-to-heart, whatever you want to call it. A come to Jesus meeting is what we need to have. Okay, so let's have a come to Jesus meeting. Off stream, obviously. Well, I mean, yeah, you want to be a part of something, and I know you already talked about that, Zan, and that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get. We've got a good crew going right now, but we're small. We're tight-knit right now, and I want to kind of grow that with good players, knowledgeable players. That's my hope. I have 3 accounts. You know, I could see myself having up to 3. I see somebody. Oh, he's just a baby. He's just a little baby. Little baby Myrmidon. Little baby Myrmidon. Why you come all the way over here? That makes no sense. Alright, come on. Come back over here. Alright, Zan. I think I was really hoping that was cutting grit. Okay, whatever. I'm definitely going to be streaming soon, making vids, but I have to not log into the game before I can get in content creator mode. You don't have to be in game to, or you don't have to be out of game to get into content creation mode. Why can't I use this bandage? I think I get the bug. Yeah, I mean, you need to brainstorm out of the game. I agree with that, but you don't need to be, excuse me, stuff in my throat. You definitely need to put some thought into it, but you also need to figure out what where your like, your focus is. So like mine's on the basic stuff for now. And then we're gonna get more into the heavy lifting of guide making, like the crafting, the mother loads, like giving tips and stuff on how to do things efficiently. Like we're gonna get into all that. So that's going to be down the road as we get more involved and more in depth with everything. I think the biggest thing is just finding what you're passionate about when it comes to content creation. For me, it's helping new players. For me, it's educating. That's what I like to do. That to me is exciting, is fun. It's the best way for me to learn the game myself, because it's like people tell you, you know, if you can teach it, then you know it, you know. It does keep changing. So yeah, you're constantly going to be able to refresh your content too, which is nice because you can put out the most updated information. I know what you're saying, but if I log in just to play, I get lost in the game. Play because it's so good. Yeah, and that's a tough part. You know, I have to kind of log in sometimes, and I mean, as bad as this is going to sound, I have to think of it like business. I have to say, okay, I'm in here for a task. I'm in here to research. Once I get my research done, like for example, I've got another race skill tree that we're going to go over today on Half Giant. Yesterday I logged into the game, but I didn't even like get into the game. I just stayed in the skills tab on the main menu, because kind of like you, yeah, you can get stuck on tangents and like doing stuff, but you've got to keep yourself focused on why you're in the game, you know, when it comes to content creation. But what I would just do is like, if you don't know something in the game, then write that down and say, okay, why did I not know this? Now, how do I figure out and how do I pass this information along to others? And that's how you make content. You take the questions you have and you then apply that into content creation. If that's your task. I mean, for me, like I said, it's about getting people up to speed and the new players, getting them accustomed to some of the systems in the game. And so, you know, I just go back to what I struggled with. And now, granted, I had some help from LFG and super nice guys. If you guys need a guild and you're on balance, they're not bad to group up with. They're very, very helpful, very insightful. But, you know, I had their help in making some of my early videos. And I just made sure, you know, I was spitting out factual information. But now that I've had some time in the game, I'm confident making my own content based on what I've learned and things I know about the game, versus trying to depend on others to supply that information for me. If that makes sense. Oh, trust me, I have a notebook full of recipes near my desk and random info, because we don't have a lot of outside resources compared to other games. Yeah, well, it's early too, and that's the thing. Like, if you were to go make a lot of content right now, or like make a website that had all this information, it's a lot of work to maintain it. So I understand why we don't have that currently. I have a whole notebook full. Well, Skokie, Zan, if you guys ever want to share your notebooks with me, I'll give you my email address. You can just take a picture, send them to me, and I'll turn it into content for you and give you credit. Boom! The guard's shooting at somebody. We're about to have some company, guys. Let me think of strats. When it work, lets me think of strats. Oh, I thought you were taking a jab at my Counter-Strike story earlier. Guys, again, welcome in. If you're new here, thanks so much for dropping by. If you don't know Crowfall or want more information about Crowfall, definitely speak up. Would love to have an opportunity to help you kind of learn more about the game, what it's about. If it's something that you're on the fence about buying, I'll just give you an unbiased opinion, and you give me some feedback on what you want, and I'll see how it applies to you and help you see how it applies to you. Plus, you do have to be careful because it will change a lot. Yeah, and it's all about, like, that's why on all my videos I put on the thumbnail and then like in the description when it was made. That way people know like they're viewing either the latest information or it's a little outdated, because, you know, I make literally, I don't know, 2 to 4 videos a week probably. And, you know, if it's not factual at the time, I'm probably going to try to go back and refresh it if it's something worth refreshing. How do you get the best in-game gear? Crafting right now, Zeruccio. And that's probably the way it's going to be anyways, is crafting. Heavy emphasis on crafters. because it's just a crafting and gathering is a huge aspect, just like PvP and fort control and all that stuff. Your vids are good because the basic concept should stay the same. Yeah, you're right. But like, for example, you know, the racial tree stuff I'm doing right now, there are some nodes that say to be determined. So like, that's going to be outdated before too long, and they may restructure the trees again. That's also, you know, why we got into this reset is because they completely revamped the skill tree and how it worked. Now, I think it's probably a lot more finalized now than what it was before, but at the end of the day, there's still some tweaks that they're going to make, probably to specific nodes and restructuring. Maybe they'll make more of the trees heavier towards stats at the beginning. Who knows? So it's a first-person Albion without the loot on death, which is good. No, you can loot on death. You just can't loot the gear. So you can loot anything in my inventory here. You can't loot anything up here on my character. So like all my armor, my rings, and amulets, you can't loot any of that. But you can loot anything in my inventory. Which gear is the most important thing and the hardest to obtain, so I'm glad that they've done that. Now, you will take durability loss on death. You take 100 durability loss on death, which is to be noted. And, you know, I don't necessarily care much for the Albion Online reference to this game, because I don't think it's any way remotely close to it. I mean, it's similar, but it's not the same. So... Come on out. What's up, buddy? Now nobody can wear the best gear because of fear of losing it. Reason why. Quit. Hang on one second, man. I'm at Brookhurst. I don't know why I just did that. I didn't mean to hit Q. I fat fingered it. Whatever. Kind of turned down a little bit. Okay, what's up? No, you're good. I can hear you now better now. Come on, Chugsaur. Come on out, bro. Use durability on weapon and armor equipped when you die. Yep. Chugsaur! No, you can't repair your armor just yet. No, I was on you like white on rice, man. Hey, Zerushio, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out this morning, and glad we can help you. Hopefully, we can get you to a point to where you're confident with the decision to make or to buy the game or to not buy the game. So again, guys, we are not paid in any way to advertise Crowfall. It's literally any game I play, I'm not paid to play. If I am paid to play, you'll know it. Trust me. I don't think a guy with, 15 to 20 viewers is going to get paid to play anything. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give you my unbiased opinion. I mean, for example, there's a lot of players in the Legends of Arya community that are mad at me because I'd switched off the game because it just wasn't in a good place. Like, I'm sorry. I'm going to be honest because you as a viewer should expect my honesty. So, period. I'm not going to try to sell something that I'm not indeed in love with myself. And then again, I'm not going to talk you into purchasing a game that you probably are going to, like, if you have to stretch your financials or do something, I'm not going to talk you into that because at the end of the day, I don't get a benefit from it. I want you to be a happy gamer. And I want you to be happy coming to this community knowing that, look, If I ask Dioko a sincere question, he's going to give me a sincere answer. That's the basis of this community. So. I like that dual pistol, by the way, Chunksor. To be honest with you, though, I didn't even use a heal. Just to be honest. I know. Listen, you just getting your monster in you. You need to wake up a bit, so I'm going to give you a free pass. Yeah, I didn't have any sort of... You didn't try to shut me down in any way. I could pretty much do whatever I wanted to. Thought we were gonna do some gym runs this morning, man. What the heck? I'm kidding. Chris and Tom aren't here either, so Chris is probably out to brunch with or breakfast with the wife or something. Did you have any rubies or anything? Yeah, I don't need those. Nice, Chunksor. That's funny. Alright. Have you res yet? Let's go check and see what you had, buddy. You probably didn't bring anything. Did you? Ooh. Chunksor, what are you doing? Oh, man. You can't... You just put me in a weird spot. You just put me in a predicament, man. That's garbage? Oh. My bad. Sorry. Spoils of war. Okay. Sounds like we can take it then. Hey, I like all that meat, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm saving up for winter. I like all the hunger shards, though. All this stuff is garbage. I like spider eggs, though. I do need bones. I don't need the poor quality. We'll put those back on there. You can have those. At work, so I can't really watch, but hope you have a great stream. Jay Storm, thanks for dropping in, buddy. Hopefully you have a great day at work. Thanks for dropping by. Chunksor, me and you will talk later. Don't worry. It's alright, fam. I got you. I want this meat, man. To me, that's good stuff. I'm getting ready for winter time. Actually, I want to put that water up because I need that water in my jewel crafter. There's very few things I care about. It's one of them. Yeah, I got a ton of meat. But that just comes from skinning, so I'm sure he can get a lot of that quickly. Yeah, I know. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, you can definitely get a lot of meat pretty quick being a skinner. That's the only problem with my current skinner is it's gathering also. So, or it's crafting. Instead of like, this character should have been my skinner. Of course, you know, I made 2 accounts after the fact. Guys, I'm going to mention one thing, because it's that time of day. We only mention it once a stream. But if you guys don't have Twitch Prime, but you have Amazon Prime, be sure to link your Amazon Prime with your Twitch to get Twitch Prime. It gives you some free drops to games, in-games rather. It gives you some free games. And also allows you to sub to your favorite streamer. And yeah, not necessarily sub to me, but just go use it. Support somebody. Especially a small streamer. Go support a small streamer near you. Ooh, what's that? So yeah, if you guys have that, you want to do that, it's really easy. !prime will give you the information you need to make that happen. All right, bro, my Twitch app died on my iPad, so I didn't hear the last bit we were talking about. But I need to go. I'll hit you up on Discord because I want to nerd out about this game and plan for launch. For sure, man. Be the best streaming guild. Getting stream sniped and still getting kills. Dude, getting stream sniped is what it's about. Like, let's be honest. That's what it's about, my man. Is Wildman on somebody, or is he just like, what's he doing? I can't tell. He only adds 0.5 a kill for me. I don't know what he's doing. What do you mean he only adds 0.5 a kill for me? In regards to what? What are you up to, Hunter? Where at? Oh, I was only half a kill, aka too easy. No, you're good, man. Champions are OP. I'm gonna be the first to tell you. I know a nerf's coming our way, and I just kind of, I know it. But, I mean, somebody's got to be the people's champion, right? It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the people's champion. Maybe that's a shirt we do. Do we do a shirt with the people's champion on it? What do you guys think? I gotta figure out what. Actually, you know what I want to do because I've never done it. I've never done this, so we're gonna test for science. Stream snipers are cool unless they just follow you around and stink bomb you every time it's off cooldown. Yeah, I don't. That's what we were talking about earlier. I don't mind people like coming up and trying to fight me because they know where I'm at via the stream, but I don't want people to grief me. Like, I think that's wrong, and I'm gonna get frustrated at that. Like, you can come kill me and take what's on me. Yeah, absolutely. That's part of it. Like, I get it. I'm not going to be mad at you for that. What was that? Was that ore that dropped? I don't know. But yeah, don't grief me. Don't make it to where I can't run a stream. Like, that's just not right. This is actually pretty cool. So yeah, just my opinion. But you know, I know some people are they like to see the saltiness out of streamers, which okay, like that's fine, whatever. But it's not right. Again, I know that I'm susceptible to being stream sniped. I get it. Like, I'm okay with that. Come kill me, take what I got, but just don't camp. So like right now, if somebody were to come up to me, like, I embrace it. Now I hope it's a fair fight. I hope like it's not like 6 versus 1, unless it's just a group that's roaming, which I'm not gonna. If it is, whatever. It is what it is. What? Let's see what copper. You wanna go down there? Oh yeah, you're on your gatherer, aren't you? It's probably not a good idea at this point. Need more people. Oh man. Huh? Yeah, they are. That's why I said, man, it's a perfect time of day to do it. No, we like to use the stream though to get people out in PvP though. Like I want a PvP against groups of people when we're running in a group. Like that to me is fun, and we're completely okay with that. And that's the thing about why I started running with my friends instead of LFG is because I was afraid that LFG wouldn't like that. I think at the beginning especially they were trying to do some stuff on their own, which I get. I'm not. There's no hard feelings there. But my guys wanted the PvP, so they're like, yeah, man, come over here and we'll PvP. Like, we'll just, if people want to come fight us, they'll come fight us. And we've had some really good team fights because of that. So, and actually, there's a video up on YouTube. It's the first highlight video called "The People's Champion." Should be when you click on the YouTube link below. It should be like the first video you see on like the highlight video. Man, this morning is like, typically streams fly by. This morning it's kind of been like I feel like it's 10:30, not 9:30. Mosk, what's up, man? Welcome in, by the way. I didn't give you the proper greeting. How's it going? My dude. Which, by the way, cheers, guys. Cheers with your coffee this morning. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Some of you guys aren't enjoying coffee. You're instead enjoying an adult beverage because it's evening time, or maybe it's after lunch and you're sipping on your English tea. Right, Slashbird? I still have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, Hunter. Just coffee? Trey, you're drinking coffee? No, you're not. You're drinking your green tea, homie. I know you. Pretty sure heading to the Tellus Museum? Oh, yeah, cool. That'll be fun. I haven't been down there. That's the one you get, like, you get a free admission because of your banking, right? Made coffee on Keurig, but forgot to put a cup underneath it. Oh my gosh, Skokie, no way. How do you walk away from that? That's so bad. Coffee or bacon, which is better? Coffee, by far. Bacon doesn't give me a lift in the morning. Plus, I don't eat breakfast till like 10 o'clock. So, Chuck's, you don't even drink coffee. That's not even a good thing for you to discuss. So I don't even want to hear it. Twice in a row? Shut up, Skokie. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. You did it twice in a row. Perception? I have no idea. That would be strange if they did, truthfully, but I don't even know. Just on the first of a month. Oh, okay, I got you. I'm farming right now, dude. Graves. Because I've never done it before now. Yeah. For sure, we'll plan out some weekend for y'all. Such a cool place. Cool, man. Yeah, me and Griven did some minerals and ore earlier. Yeah, we got some gems and some minerals. We did it on Australia. I was running foreman, which I think what we need to do is we need to have one person literally running foreman and connoisseur that's like doesn't have much into the tree, and then just like another person hitting it with like villain and whatever they want to run minor maybe, and then like I'll run villain and minor too and hit all the crits. Well, maybe, yeah, we'll check into that. If we need to run minor and connoisseur, we can. I think you could stagger them sufficiently. I don't know, it'd be a lot of buttons. It'd be 3 buttons. 2 buttons is easy to stagger, but 3 may be tough. All right, let's go find another grave, guys. Dude, these cats just running through the woods, like, just freak me out. I always think they're running after somebody, but I think half the time they're just bugged. That's like the 3rd one I've seen here in the last 5-10 minutes. Guys, we still need to do our video on the half-giant racial tree. We're going to do that here in a few minutes. I'm going to try to hit one more grave. I think there's one up here. It may be on the other side of that tree line. I can't remember. There's one right up here, though. We're going to try to hit, and then we'll go back and do our half-giant segment. which will take about 5 minutes, and then we can kind of figure out where we're going to go from there. We've got about, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe left on the stream, so if you guys want to do something in particular, just let me know. If you guys want to see some more jewel crafting stuff, I can do that. And if you need some jewel crafting stuff, let me know. Subs, I'll hook up for nothing. You don't need to give anything for that. If you're not a sub, basically you just need to provide the cutting grit and the gem for it, and we'll go from there. So that's all I request. I'm trying to get the crafters in my group their appropriate rings and such, so that they can get their extra experimentation points and all that stuff. If you guys don't utilize winterblades.net for your crafting, definitely make sure you check that out. They've got the combinations and stuff in there. Super useful. If you guys missed the first part of the stream as well, this VOD will be up within a few hours of the end of it on YouTube. You can also check it immediately after on Twitch, but I typically like to just throw it up on YouTube. That way people know where to go for it in the future. So if you guys are interested in doing that, it'll be up afterwards. We got started about 40 minutes earlier than what we typically do. All right, let's recall back. We're going to do this half giant segment and then figure out where we're going to go towards the end of it. Hope you guys are having a great morning or great afternoon, evening, whatever it is for you, wherever you are in the world. Definitely be sure you guys check out the stream schedule coming up. We've got a lot of stuff happening this next week. We will be streaming pretty much every day. I think Friday may be a mid-morning stream, so for those of you that will be at work, you'll have something to watch. The rest of the week will probably be evening streams. Not probably, they will be evening streams. We'll do the same. Saturday is probably going to be a long stream. We may probably do, I don't know. It just depends. But we may do a morning and evening stream. We may just do a full 12-hour stream. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. Haven't decided. But we're gonna do something. It may just be a morning and evening. We may take a break in the middle of the day. We'll see. So guys, let me get some water. Let me pull up my notes here on the half giant segment. We'll get through that real quick. I'll take a quick break, and we'll continue on for the last, 30, 45 minutes of the stream and go from there. All right. If you guys haven't joined us before on a live segment, basically what we do is we just kind of pause everything. I focus on getting through this segment, and then we resume our daily activity, whatever that might be. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pause the music and switch scenes to clear some clutter. And yeah, give me about 5 minutes or so. Let's get through this, and we will venture on with whatever we're going to do next. All right. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome into twitch.tv/dioko. Today we are going to continue our Crowfall race skill tree overview, and today we're actually going to cover the half giant. So we've covered human, Nethari, and half elf so far in the mankind tree, but today we're going to finish up the mankind tree and cover the half giant. So like we did yesterday, we covered half elf. Today we're actually going to continue on with that, and tier 1 and tier 2 are going to basically be the exact same as they were in the last video, but for those of you who didn't catch the last video, we'll cover that just to be sure you get all the information. All right, so first things first, half giant, the classes you can play are champion, myrmidon, and cleric. All right, so jumping into tier 1, we're going to go over the exploration basics first. That would be this tree right here, which is actually ore. Okay, and your crafting basics are going to be blacksmithing, as you can see down here on this line. Now, for the combat-specific items, you're going to see support power, which is plus 15. The attack control defense is minus 5%. The hard control intensity is 5%. The critical hit chance is 3%. And then finally, the critical hit damage modifier is 3% as well. Okay? As far as the stat benefits from Tier 1, you're going to see 20 strength, you're going to see 20 dexterity, 25 intellect, 20 spirit, and then finally 20 constitution. So that's basically it for tier 1. Again, this is a recap of yesterday. And then moving on into the half-blood tree, again, kind of recapping what we went over with the, I think it was half-elf, if I'm not mistaken. Is that what we did? Yeah, half-elf. This is a recap of that. So the exploration benefits you're going to get are grave digging, as you can see right here. You're going to see necromancy for your crafting benefits. As far as combat goes, for tier 2, you're going to see a healing modifier here for 5%, attack control defense for -5%, personal crit hit modifier for -3%, your movement control intensity for 5%, and I believe you've got hard control intensity hiding somewhere. There it is right there at 5% also. Okay, so that's going to be your combat stuff. And then lastly, for tier 2, your stat benefits are going to be 25 strength, 35 dexterity, 20 intellect, 20 spirit, and finally 20 constitution. All right, moving into specifics for the half giant. You're going to see in tier 3 for the exploration, you're going to see stone gathering, which is up here at the top. For crafting, you're going to see stone masonry here. And then for the combat benefits, you're going to see your hard control intensity, I believe, is right here at 5%. Your hard control defense at 5%. You're going to get a long cooldown reduction for -0.1%. And then, much like the half-elf tree, you're going to see a couple of to-be-determineds right here, okay? So that's just going to be something that they're going to come back and replace with a beneficial stat once they figure out balancing down the road, all right? One thing to note, too, it was actually in the half-elf tree we didn't get to yesterday, but you're going to see an inventory base here where you're going to get 5 inventory slots in here eventually as well. So that's something to note, not really specific to selecting certain races, but still important nonetheless. So tier 3 stat benefits are 50 strength, which is pretty big, 20 dexterity, 20 intellect, 50 spirit, and 50 constitution. That's going to be in tier 3. And the total stats that you're going to receive from the half giant tree from tier 1 to tier 3 are going to be 105 strength, 75 dexterity, 65 intellect, 90 spirit, and 90 constitution. So that's going to sum up the racial skill tree for the half giant, guys. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. Be sure to join us over at twitch.tv/dioko. And also be sure to leave your comments down below to give us feedback on how we can expand upon some of this stuff in the future. Hopefully we'll see you guys over at the live stream on the next video. Take care. All right. Yo, what's up, Loner? How is this game going now? Sorry, I was doing a quick little YouTube segment. The game is going well, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let me take a quick break. Let me get up. Let's talk about this, Loner. Sit tight. Don't go anywhere. And we will discuss this, and we'll kind of figure out where you are, if you're a prospective buyer or if you're somebody who has the game and just kind of checking in to see how it's going. We'll get in touch with you and figure out how we can help you make your decisions. Okay? So, guys, sit tight real quick, and I shall return in just a minute. All right. So how is this game going for now? It's a great question. Loner, are you still around, man? Let's chat about that. Let's figure out where you're at in the process. Okay, guys, thanks for hanging tight throughout that video. It's just a way we can tie in the live stream to the YouTube and get you guys into some of that stuff. Look at all these body parts we just got from grave digging. That's kind of like morbid, isn't it? Isn't it really morbid how we can just go dig up body parts and use it for necromancy? Very morbid. So the game's in a pre-alpha, if you don't already know that. Surely you do. As far as the state of the game is concerned, it's a lot of fun. We're testing multiple systems within the game. Basically, yeah, just being testers. That's the biggest thing. And that's the state it's currently in. I don't need these. So as far as, you know, the gameplay, somebody said it very well. This is just a state of testing, and the world, quote unquote, that we're going to dive into is so much more in depth than what we can even imagine it being right now. Okay, what's up, man? Welcome in, by the way, again. So, you know, it's a great game. I think for a pre-alpha, it's really fun. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm enjoying it. I think the combat is good. I think the crafting and gathering is what a lot of people are surprised by. I think if you've probably been in a game where you haven't been big into crafting and gathering, you come into this game and it's like, this is actually kind of fun. I enjoy this, you know? So I think that's something that a lot of people underestimate when they buy the game. I'm so excited for this game. Got the full game myself. Okay, cool, Loner. Well, yeah, man, I would suggest firing it up because they wiped it about 3 weeks ago, where everybody started fresh. If you haven't fired it up since then, definitely do so. We've been playing it since about 2 weeks before that, so I think we're about a little over a month into the game ourselves. We're still learning. I'm still trying to grasp all the systems in the game and just kind of get some more knowledge myself and pass that knowledge along to you guys, new players, old players alike, to make sure that everybody kind of understands what's going on in this game. So it's a lot of fun. Every time I get on, I learn something new, which is saying something for being a 5-month-old game, or 5 weeks into the game. It's saying a lot about the depth of the game. Give me 1 second. I got a funny screenshot. Give me a sec. What's up, Tom? Thomas! What are you doing, Thomas? Let's go farm some stuff, guys. I'm happy to see you, Tom. So happy. You guys want to do some mother loads or what? Time to go to work. Huh? 11? Going in an hour earlier today? Just take your last personal day today. I'm kidding, don't do that. But yeah, Loner, so again, thanks for dropping by, man. And if any of you guys are new to the game or new to the community or just coming back to the community, definitely make sure you reach out. I like to touch base with people who are new or involved in the game and just kind of get to know you. See if we can help you in any way. Maybe you can, and I don't mean this in like a leeching kind of way, but maybe you can help us learn something new about it. Right? That's what it's about. Helping one another. Let's go find some more graves to dig. I don't know why. That was fun. That was the first time I did that. Like I said, guys, the whole concept of gathering this game is it's addicting. I don't know how to explain it. It just really is. Some of it can be monotonous if you choose to let it, but there's also kind of a exhilaration. Hey, Scion with 100-bit cheer. Thanks so much, man. And hey, by the way, seriously, tell your dad and your brother. That's incredibly generous. I definitely want to chat with you about that off stream. That's awesome, man. Go Golden Eagles. Never thought I'd say it, but go Golden Eagles as being an Austin P alum. As open PvP, you can get killed at any moment, /burp. So that's what's exhilarating about the gathering anywhere. Other than your EK, which all you can get is basic stuff. I can go out here and farm for an hour and get killed and it's gone like that. Now, granted, I can run with a group, and we can go kill other people that are farming and take all their stuff. Is there any sort of skirmisher class? Now, what? Explain to me what you mean by skirmisher class, Everyhole. I love that the game is something new from other games, and that I don't need to start leveling to get max level. It's all about in-game, so cool and random PvP around outdoor control resources. Perfect game for PvP player who enjoy chill PvP gaming. Yeah, but see, it's much more than that too, though. It's great for guys who enjoy PvE and crafting. I'm sorry, crafting and gathering. It's not really a PvE concept unless you consider that PvE, which I don't personally. So yeah, just really cool in general. The crafting and gathering stuff is unique, and I think that more people are going to get into this game for PvP, and they're going to say, whoa, wait a second. This is actually really fun. I know that's how I was. I was like, man, this PvP is great. Oh, this crafting is awesome too. And I'm just now having that experience with crafting, like in depth, with jewel crafting. And actually, I've got a clip from the first time I realized how in depth the crafting was, and I was just like, I think it means solo killer class. Here's the thing. This game is meant to be played with a group of people. It's meant to be played together because you're fighting for territory, and you can run around and like PvP solo. If you want to pick on gatherers and stuff, I would go assassin, and you can literally just shut them down to where they can't do anything. You can sneak up on them. Assassin's probably, if that's the case, probably what you're going for. But there are some great solo, like 1v1 classes. Like I'm playing a champion, which is pretty good in both group combat and solo combat. Class with high mobility that flanks and kills harasses enemies. Well, yep, assassin would be you. Or duelist is not bad too, because you can use the Ganetian's burrow and stealth around with that. That's pretty helpful. Which, by the way, guys, if you get into necromancy and digging, what I would tell you is look for the little haze that comes off the graveyards. You'll see it as you get closer to it. Yeah, the Ganetian duelist would probably be pretty good for you. The crafting is just great. It really is. We did some jewel crafting earlier to kind of show what all you need for like just the basics of jewel crafting. Yeah, Chunksor got stepped on earlier. His little Ganetian got stepped on. Right, Chunksor? You still there, buddy? He probably left me like, no, man, I'm gonna drink my monster in peace. Leave me alone. I stepped on that little Ganetian. No, it was fun though. Alright. There's some haze over there. We're going to go after that graveyard. Not sure why the knockdown didn't work, and I clicked on my stun. I one pip too early. Oh, man, that's great. I don't know if what I'm running would have countered that passively. No, it wouldn't have. But I do have Unstoppable. I'm running Unstoppable, so I can actually make it to where I can't get CC'd. If I'm in a group fight or something, or, you know, getting shut down. You think the game will come out around Christmas or more in the next year? Hope Christmas. I don't know. I don't want to speculate because a lot of people will take what I say here as like the truth. I've heard rumors and speculation of the soft launch being the end of the year, but again, I don't even know how true that is. So I think if we just focus to say, you know, probably early 2019 would probably be more fair, and even then, that may be off. So who knows? We'll see. I mean, they've got a huge development team. It just depends. They've got some big changes coming in 5.7. I think it's going to see a lot of different things like the seasons. They're going to be doing some optimization stuff for 5.7. So, you know, I think all that is something to take into consideration. That, you know, if they can get the systems in game, I think the sky's the limit. It's just a matter of development. It's kind of a unforeseen timetable because you don't want to rush it, and they've said multiple times they're not going to rush this. They are targeting end of the year, but their official post said they're not planning on releasing an unfinished game. Yeah. So the soft launch is going to be more like a beta, right? It's not going to be their official release. So keep that in mind. That when they say soft launch, it's more like a beta. Because, again, we're in pre-alpha. I don't know how long they choose to stay in pre-alpha. I think it's probably going to go pre-alpha then to beta. They're probably just going to keep calling it pre-alpha. Soft launch is official release? Really? See, I've heard it differently from other people. Okay. I guess I don't understand that, though. I don't understand soft launching a game. I understand soft launching a game to start marketing and building up hype and making it more of a beta. See, I think this is my pea brain right here telling you what I think should happen. And this is not for just this game, but any game in general. I think you should focus on, obviously, the testing phase, which we're currently in. Then I think you should go into an open beta and start hammering out your marketing strategy then. See, and I don't know. I guess they don't want to spend the money in marketing. They'd rather spend the money in development, but I don't know. I just hope they can get enough players. And I know they've got like, what, 45,000 or something like that committed to the game, over 45,000. It's over like $20 million in backing too, which is pretty large. They're planning on us marketing for them. Well, that's what your boy's doing right here, guys. They can just hire me to be their marketing team. Hunter, where at? Okay. Alright. I'm on my way. I'm right outside, so. I would really like to see this game have like thousands of players though at any given time. That to me is going to be awesome if that happens. Sure, as long as the devs keep up the great work, I'm happy. Can't wait. I've been playing WoW for 11 years now. So bored of this game. Looks so much more fun. Loner, I agree with you. I played a lot of WoW over the years. I've purchased BFA, but even then, like I'm ready for something different. I see you. I don't see them though. Think they're behind you? Hey, buddy, mommy's home. Mommy's home. All right. They could have been above you too, though. To be fair. Oh, okay. 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 Me? No. What do you hear? It's probably me rolling. Sounds like a duelist then, if that's the case. October 2016, Crowfall has 146 registered users. Wow. Well, that's registered users. I'm talking about like actual committed though. It's like 45,000. Where? Invite me. I see. Alright. Coming. It's fine. I got my ults up, I think. I'm gonna make it rain. Invite me? You guys are about to see something cool. Hey, thanks for the follow, Loner. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm saying out of it. Yeah. Yeah, he is. I gotta take out these though, they'll kill me. Yeah. He knows he was dead too. There's a freaking Risen Morn on me. Yeah, I'm going. Alright. What just hit me? Yeah. I don't know where he went though. He was not expecting that though, because I came in, like I jumped down, used my ultimate, and landed right on top of him. Yeah, I was just like parachuted in and like just dropped the hammer on him. Oh, I definitely could have killed him had I not gotten the Risen on me, because I was whittling him down. He couldn't do anything. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely, yeah, he's probably got a lot better gear than I do. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I can't find my way back to you until you make amends with the demons you've been through. I can't regret leaving you alone.
Let's see what kind of smack he talks, because we know he's a smack talker. Guy's a known trash talker. I don't know, man. I just am. Because I don't keep enough apples on me. Let's see what he says to that. He said you would have lost with a little tongue face. He said I would have lost, but yet he ran. That's pretty funny. It's alright, we're having some fun. Making some fun on stream, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Wish you wouldn't have ran, but whatever. It is what it is. Most W people are. Yeah, right. I love it. I love the juiciness. A little trash talking or in the East morning chat. It's pretty funny. We should have taken it to global. That'd have been more fun. Alright, let's go find some more graves to dig. That's unfortunate. I really wanted to duel him. Had that Risen not gotten on me, it'd have been different. Okay. The moment he's by himself, he runs. But when he's got 20 people, though, he'll come at you hard. All right, so we got a few minutes left. What's up, GG? What's up, my man? Team Chaos, that's right, buddy. Hey, you and I need to talk to anybody who is looking for a group. You guys need to talk to me. Okay, you guys need to shoot me a message in Discord so we can chat about some plans. Okay. We're trying to get a crew together that can be a little bit more like, for example, Tark. Exactly. This is a great time to talk about it. The other night, running around just zerging all the forts with like 20 people. So we had 6, and there were like probably 30 chaos on at the time, but we weren't working together. So I'm trying to bring the chaos community together so that we can focus on trying to, you know, beat those zergs and prevent that. So if you guys want in on that, definitely let me know. What is this? Yo, what's up? No, we're not taking Legos downstairs. You've got some down there already. Which, by the way, guys, if you're not in the Discord, feel free to check that out. The link is down below. Click the banner. And yeah, we'll talk about it for sure, GG. It's not about rolling deep. It's just about being like, I don't want to roll with the Zerg unless we're fighting a Zerg. I'd rather have like 2 or 3 groups of 6 roaming around, but being able to communicate quickly. So game says 70 FPS, but my screen is herky jerky. Should I go by 140? No, I don't think that's completely accurate. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think the FPS is, because like mine says like 50, because I capped mine at 50 just to run it smoother, and so I don't have a lot of the herky jerkiness. But you know, I just don't think that that's accurate personally. But yeah, I don't think a monitor's not gonna. I mean, if you don't have a 144 hertz monitor, bro, it's 2018. Go get you one. No, you should at least have 120 hertz, in my opinion. I get better animation watching your Twitch than I do on my computer. This Tart guy's hilarious. He's like, I don't get a Zerg unless there's a Zerg running around. Yet the other night he was running around with like 20 people live going up against our 6-man army and saying he doesn't Zerg unless there was a Zerg. We were the only ones running around. He's so upset right now. He is so salty. He is so salty. Oh, we're getting under Tark's skin so good right now. It's so much fun. If you guys aren't in game right now, you should be reading this chat. This is hilarious. I hate that the stream's got to end in like 5 minutes. That's really unfortunate. Too much fun, man. Too much fun. I should move my camera just so you guys can see chat. Oh, he just doesn't even know. He just doesn't even know. Oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun, dude. We're gonna have so much fun, especially on prime time. Whoa. All right, guys, it's time we wind it down. I'm having too much fun. Before this gets out of hand, we better call it quits. We're poking the bear a bit. He doesn't like it. The smack talk king himself doesn't like when he gets smack talk back. All right, I guess we're gonna recall back. Bank some of these body parts, Got some Minotaur stuff. Centaur, human. For this saltiness, I possibly will buy the game. It's funny. It's he's like the known bully and smack talker in the game, and he can't take a little banter back towards himself without getting defensive. So, anyways, it's fun. It's fun, man. I enjoy it. I enjoy having some fun with it. All right, let's see. Can I combine any of these? Or are any of these the same? I feel like they are. Yeah. I wish they would stack automatically, though. Needs to go there. No? Is that the same? Oh, that's an elven arm. This is so gory and gruesome. Like, I'm over here, like, stacking body parts up and putting them in my bank. Backhanded compliment. All right, guys, that is going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow night, about 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Check the schedule below to see when that applies for you. Again, guys, we've got a pretty good stream schedule coming up the next week or so, so make sure you guys check that schedule out. And do be around. We may do some random stuff to get you guys involved in the action. So if there's anything I can do for you guys, make sure you reach out to me on Discord. Drop me a PM there. And be looking for the VOD if you missed all the excitement in the stream that we had earlier. Definitely make sure you check out the VOD. We'll put it up on YouTube. We'll export it as soon as we go offline. And you guys can check it there. So have a great Sunday. Have a great week. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. For my EU guys that won't catch me during the week, hope you guys have a great week also. And look forward to seeing you guys next weekend. All right. Y'all take care. Be good.